this is Chantal from the Purring Cat Studio, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the intention, I think I'm going to start each video saying those words. Today I have the intention on creating tags that we can add to our journal, but not regular tags. I'll explain myself. Well, regular tags. I was inspired by this, so I want to try and do something like this. And we'll see how we achieve that. And I was also inspired by this. So that's where I'm going with this video. And I don't know why I got this one. This is just really nice and thick. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it. But anyways, maybe. But that's not the goal today. Today it's these two that I just showed you. I found that clothing tags, sometimes we don't think about it, but you know, when you look at them, some of them are pretty clever, really nice, and they would work really well in junk journals if we adapt them, of course, for our style. So I could, of course, cover these with papers, but I want to just do a replicate, if you will, of these tags with digital papers, or if you have like book pages that you want to use, scraps of papers, because really that's what I'm using, is scraps of papers that I've used to do other crafts. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it, and I don't necessarily want to just, you know, like go around this as a model, because that's unfair to you, because you don't have this tag with you. So I thought instead we would just try and see really what this is. So that's, I think it's pretty easy. So here's how I'm going to go about it. So this is a piece of Tim Holtz paper. It's a scrap. So what I did is I folded in two, because of course this is folded. And so now I just have to decide which side is going to be the front, and we flip up. All the paper here is absolutely scrumptious. It's very difficult for me to decide. I love every part of this paper. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to go with this. It acts more as a neutral, and then I can add my own accents to it. Okay? So we want to leave the bottom part as such, right? And this is the only part we're actually going to trim out. So all you really have to do, I mean, I'm doing this with you for the first time. Let me get my ruler. So all we really have to do is determine how long we want this. So I'm going to try and make it look a little bit like our tag. And let's say I'm going to maybe trim this much off of this side. And I'll cut right here. And then I'll trim maybe just right about here. That seems decent. Okay. So I will trim this exactly like we just said. I can use this trimmer for the bottom for sure, so I will do that. I'm wondering, is it too short? You know, it doesn't matter. We decide. Actually, hold on, I had determined this, but I think I'm going to make it a little longer. So I will trim it right here. And of course, this is a beautiful piece we can keep. And now I want to trim up to here, but this is, you know, I can't do it with this kind of trimmer. So I can use my scissors, but if you're not agile, like me, I'm not, I will just use my paper trimmer, and I will stop trimming at the line, or at the fold, if you will. So I will go like this, and go right up, and stop at the fold. There we go. Yes, perfect. And then I will just, well, I could probably just tear it up, or, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's put this away. And I have a great idea for the other one, the other tag I showed you. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice little project. So I can see that these are rounded. It's funny, these two are rounded. This one is rounded, but not these ones. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I will round this corner, and I will round this corner, and this one, but not the other ones. Oh, that's not very round, is it? I don't like when this happens. Ah, annoying. Okay, let me fix this. I'm sure I'm not the only one this is happened to, and we don't like it. We do not like it because this was supposed to be round and nice. Okay, you know what? Maybe I can just trim it back and round it again, because it seems no matter what I try, it's not working. So I will just trim a hair away from it, and then I'll try and recircle this corner. Ah, much better. Okay, that I like. Okay. So yeah, I just published my video, the collaboration, May You Be Inspired By, and I was saying in that video how you have to learn to go with the flow, because things will change as you're creating. And last time I was creating, my plan was to make journaling cards, and I ended up making the front and back of a journal that I now have to produce. I already got the front and the back. The journal's going to have to happen now. But had I stressed myself about the fact that I was not making journaling cards as I had planned, maybe I would have stopped mid-craft and say, oh, what am I doing? I'm not in the mood. And then stop crafting. And I'm glad I didn't. And I kept going, and they were beautiful. And so the same way I said that in my May You Be Inspired video, today my plan is to do exactly what I just showed you. It could change, and maybe not. Maybe we will do exactly that. But when you're crafting alone and you don't have to be on camera, especially if you're not filming, please don't put so much pressure on yourself. Nobody's there to criticize you, and frankly, even if you were filming, I find that the crafting community is actually quite kind. Seriously though, I mean, I think we all understand where we all come from, you know, creatively speaking, and how much stress we put on our shoulders. So when we see another fellow crafter struggling or thinking they're not good enough, we jump right in. We jump right in and tell them otherwise. And that's good that we do that amongst ourselves, right? I mean, we need that. Everybody needs a little bit of encouragement. Okay, so now I'm just wondering what I want to do for decorating this. I can't wait to show you the other idea I came up. I haven't tried it, but, you know, I like to try things live. I'm wild that way. Okay. How about... Ooh, I like this. Oh, yes. Now, I have these from Paperlogy. Clearly, a piece of paper like this would do the same. It's just I have them, so I shall use them. I'm just trying to put a line there to know where to cut. Where are my scissors? I just had them. Okay, underneath the pile of paper, of course. And these, although they have stickiness behind it, they do sometimes come off. And this one was half gone, you know, like the paper on the back was already kind of off of it a lot, so it might not stick as well. So I just had a tiny bit of glue. It doesn't matter. There. Just because I know this was already exposed. That's the word I'm looking for. Exposed. Oh, there's a cat here. Of course. And yes, I am once again wearing that robe that I've talked to you about, because I said to myself, I must tell them that a lot of times when I'm in the basement, even in the summer, it can get really cold. And I wear this robe. So if you see this, it's not because I don't have clothing. Believe me, go check my closet. It's not pretty. But it's because I'm cold. That's why a lot of times you'll see the same sleeves. Okay, I just want to add, actually, I wanted to add glue, but it seems to be glued there pretty well, so I will leave it. And I'm thinking maybe another piece here, or, Okay, so the video cut, because this one was pressing record, stop, record, or record, pause, whenever I was going to go grab something, right? So that you don't have to wait, or I don't have to deal with the editing. What happened is I thought I pressed record and it did not. And then when I did press record, it was on those paused times where I'm looking for something. So here it is. Unfortunately, it cut. And the last time I had put this piece of paper on, and then what you didn't see, unfortunately, because I did record it, is I just put a rub on. So for those of you who knows Paperlogy's rub-ons, they're absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I have all the flowers of every color. I have so many. And I just did that. But of course, clearly a beautiful sticker, stamps would also do the trick. Why not? It could be, let me grab something here. Oops, I'm losing stuff on the floor. Like I said, it could have been a sticker, or, you know, butterflies, flowers, things like that. I don't know if you can see that, even with the glare, but you know what I mean. Beautiful stickers would have done the trick. Of course, beautiful stamps as well. Fussy cutted flowers or images that you would like to put, like, let me grab, well, this is too big, but how about this one? You know what I mean? So the idea is just really whatever image you have, because again, you don't have to have what I have. Oh, that flower would have looked good. Red or orange, peach. Oh, that's beautiful. But you know what I mean? So that's what I did and didn't record. And then I added a tab. So all it is a piece of paper, and I used my punch that does these things here. This punch, I think it really adds a lot of interest. But I had also showed you that I used my circle punch to, well, actually that I can show you again so that you at least get to see what I was trying to show you. So let me just rip this paper off here just so I can get my punch in there. And all I did was I went in there and punched a circle. It's just an easy way to, a quick, easy way to do tabs when you don't have them handy. And all you need to do is really fold your paper. And right there, really, you have a tab, right? But if you want to take it, you know, to another level, then you can take a punch and or scissors and cut off the corners like this. I don't know if you can see that there. And that's exactly what I had done. But I decided to go with a piece of paper, and I did this, then I folded it, cut it, and glued it. And in the end, all I did was I decided to, instead of actually a piece of fabric with a stamp, but again, I was explaining that if you have these types of paper like these are from Pink Monarch Prints. She has these papers where it's all kinds of vintage, you know, stamps and everything, because we don't all possess all kinds of stamps. Well, then all you have to do is cut a piece and glue it on your work, and it's amazing. The effect is gorgeous. So don't ever think you have to have everything I have or whatever other crafters have. There's always a way to do pretty much the same effect with other products. So that is the final product. I could keep, you know, decorating, but I think this is enough to show you what was really the principle, like the idea, the main goal of today's craft was to show you how to do this, which is a reproduction, if you will, of this clothing tag. And I thought, well, this is pretty cool. So I did this with it. So I'm going to put this aside. Now my other project, and this is why you probably just seen the candle, is I want to try and reproduce this tag right here. I found it quite interesting, and I might actually just decorate this later. But for now, let's start from scratch. So I had, of course, again, leftover trims from Tim Holtz paper. And the part you missed is me saying, hold on, I'm going to go put an eyelet. So there's the eyelet, and it's just a simple piece of paper. And now I passed a rope around it, and I'm thinking wax seal will do the trick. Now, of course, you could do, let me put something heavy here so the rope won't move. That's the back of a plate, by the way. It's because the front part of it is dirty. Although it wouldn't matter because it won't get on the wax, but anyways. What was I saying? Oh yes, so I could do a wax seal, right, with the stamp and the images, but I think in this case it will be just as great with just a blob of wax, blob. So let me melt the wax first. So let's try and do this, and like this. I just want to try and make a blob on one side at least, and then I'll see if I need to switch it around once it's like, you know, cold. I'm gonna keep this wax warm. I'm gonna wait for this to set. Okay, I have to put it aside because I kind of need to hold the ropes down until it sets, and that could take a few moments. That's why I came back. I paused and I came back because I wanted to let you in on this. So I will let it really cool off before I pull on it, and I'll come right back. Okay, so it is cooled enough that I can pull it, but now I want to add it on this side as well. I want to make sure the rope doesn't go anywhere, so I will reheat this because, like I said, I did need both my hands to hold it down. So I don't know if I have enough in here. I might try and melt some more. Yeah, I could have cleaned my plate and made this visually a lot more pleasant. I apologize for my laziness. I think I was just, well, I was not super happy about finding out that I was talking to myself when I thought I was recording. I mean, I talk to myself enough as it is. I don't need to do it when I don't know that I'm doing it. Okay. Well, since I had done the main part of the folded tag there, I thought, you know, the rest is just really decoration. I can re-explain it, but it's sad because, you know, you could have seen the whole thing and I wasn't recording. Okay, I think this should be enough. So I will do the same thing. We'll have to hold it down. I think that's enough. And we're going to let it cool down. Okay, so this is really nice. I will cut this. It's a little too long. Like this, and just a little bit uneven. I think it's nicer. So, see the idea? Like that. I think this is lovely. And how about we decorate just a tiny bit? And then I'll show you something else. Another little option if you don't have what I have. I always try whenever I think of it, because sometimes it's just because I didn't think of it. But I always have solutions. So, by the way, if I ever forget to show you how to do something, if you don't have what I have, ask me. Ask me in the comments, and I'll reply to you in the comments, and I'll tell you another solution. And, you know, because I know we don't all have the same crafting supplies. Some have more, some have less, some have just completely different. More, but maybe not even any of the same, almost, you know, aside from the basics. So if you don't have wax seal, right, and you want to do this, what are you going to do? First, I'm going to peel this off to see the effect. Ooh, lovely. Of course, we could keep decorating. I have many ideas, but I just really wanted you to see the base you know, the base idea of what I wanted to do today. But if you don't have a wax seal, okay, so let's take our another piece, and I will first glue it. Oops, off camera, of course. Let's say you don't have eyelets, you don't have wax seals, don't have any of that. It's about right here. Yeah. Okay. So we have this, and let's say you pass a piece of rope like this. Okay. Perfect. Well, all you really need then is cardstock circles. I would recommend cardstock so that it really, you know, works better. And just crisscross your like this, and then more glue. They'll have the same nice effect as what we've just done. Oops, let me just hold it, because you do have to hold it. Clearly you have rope between two pieces of cardstock. Okay, so now it's glued, and how about we just add a nice foliage sticker, because let's say you don't have eyelets, metallic eyelets, you don't have rub-ons, you know, you don't have everything that I have. Well, that should not stop you. See, it's a little longer, we trim. There you go. So I think this is actually, it's really lovely. I kind of like that. Might go in my botanical journal. I like how rugged and natural it feels. Yeah, this is actually really beautiful, and I would probably add a piece of fabric here and a word, but I just want you to give, I just want to give you another alternative, you know. So there you go. You have this, which is supposed to be a replica of this, and then you have, of course, the one we did that I filmed half of, yay me. That is a replica of this. So there you go, my friends. I hope this inspires you to look at your clothing tags in a different way when you purchase, because some of those manufacturers really have nice idea. It's all part of marketing, right? To make things more attractive. And we love a good tag. I mean, we like when a tag is very thick. I don't know why. I think to us it sounds like, I don't know, quality maybe, right? And this is beautiful, and the you know, that circle there, and I don't know, I really found inspiration in those tags today. And this is just you know, workout clothes I got at Walmart, and I thought this tag was really smart. I think it's lovely, and look what we did with it. So I hope you take these ideas, run with them, make them your own, copy them, whatever you want to do. It's all good. I'm always happy to know that I've inspired you to try something on your own. So again, as usual, I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe. And on this, I say thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.